Hi everyone, this is coming to you from Education for All. We are still on summation of finite series using the method of differences. This is our second problem using this method of differences. We are given this relation here. If this is equivalent to this, then the summation of u sub r is equals to this. If you're using the method of differences. In previous problems, we use the standard methods. They call formulas, standard formulas. We just use it straight away and we'll solve the problem. But in this case, we are given this condition. If you want to use method of differences, your equation must satisfy this condition here at the top. So we have a function here, and you can see that this function, as it looks like, it doesn't fit this condition. So which means we need to make a lot of adjustments on it. Also, if you want to solve this same problem using the standard methods, it's quite difficult for you to do it without adjusting the question itself. It's very difficult to use the standard method solving a summation finite series like this, except you do something to the problem itself. So what do we need to do to this problem in order for it to have a solution? Unlike the previous problem we solved, this is question number 2. Question number 1, we are given the identity or the equivalent of the function. So it was a little bit easy for us to just follow this method and arrive at the answer. But with this one, it's different. So what do we do to this problem in order for us to be able to solve it? First, we have to use a method called partial fractions, which is another topic. I done partial fractions in the past, so you can go back to those videos and refresh your memory. So what we are going to do here, we are just going to use it. I'm not going to try to derive partial fraction, explain the formulas. We are just going to use it here. So when you have a problem like this, you want to break it down, probably into 2 parts. You're having a fraction here. It's unsolvable. You can't find the sum of this problem the way it looks like. You got to break it down. So if you have, let's start from here. 1 all over r plus 3 times r plus 6 Mind you, we have this summation here. So how do you break this one? You start by saying you want to break this fraction. That is what you are trying to do. Partial fractions. You break it partially. So you will have I all over r plus 3. Now I'm going to say r plus 1 plus b all over r plus 6. So this is what we do to this fraction here. The denominator, you see, we have broken it into 2 parts, and we have 2 unknowns here, a and b. So how do we solve that? How do we solve those? So what you are having here now, you are having here 1, even I should put equivalent, some put equals to, as long as you know what you are doing. all mean the same. Now you do your algebra here. That what we do here is just algebra. So A multiplied by R plus 6 plus B multiplied by R plus 3 all over R plus 3 times R plus 6, and this is all over R plus 3 times R plus 6. You know this. We are just simplifying. And you can see that this one here will cancel this one. You can see that clearly. So what is left is 1 equals I into R plus 6 plus B into R plus 3. That is what is left. Right? So now we want to find the values of I and B. So for you to be able to find the value of I, we have to make B to be 0. To find A, you make B, you multiply B, anything with B should go to 0. For you to find the value of B, you have to make A to be 0. So how do we make B to be 0 here? You have B into R plus 3. So by making R equals to minus 3, this will go to 0. If R is minus 3, you will have minus 3 plus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 is 0. B times 0 is 0. So then you will have 1 equivalent A into, we said R should be minus 3. So minus 3 plus 6 plus B into minus 3 plus 3. So this one will give us minus 3 plus 3. This will be A times 3 plus B times 0. So this will be 0. So we'll have 1 equals 3I, in which case 1 all over 3 equals I. So we know our value now of I is 1/3. So what about B? If you want to find B, you make R equals 6. Sorry, R equals minus 6, because minus 6 plus 6 will be 0. Then you'll be able to find B. So our next case now, you have 1 equivalent A into, we say R minus 6 plus 6 plus B into minus 6 plus 3. So having R, A multiplied by 0 plus minus 6 plus 3, you will get minus 3B. So we'll have 1 equals minus 3B. So minus 1/3 equals B. So A is 1/3 and B is minus 1/3. That's what we got. So now our equation here, what we have here, this now will be A is 1/3, 1/3 1 over 3 into R plus 3, and B is minus, so minus 1 over 3 into R plus 6. Right? This is what we got now. Our value of A is 1/3, and our value of B is minus 1/3. So this equation transforms to those values. So this, we don't need this. This is partial fractions. It's a different topic. Just using it. It's the recording, yes, to solve this problem. So now it means we are looking at a summation. R equals 1 to 20 of 1/3 into 1 all over R plus 3 minus 1 all over R plus 6. This is what we have. Our question has now transformed to this level. So now we can start to use the method of differences, because now it's looking something similar to our condition here. If this is that, then this is this, f of n plus 1 minus f of 1. Right? So let's start. 1 to 20. If r is equals to 1, what do we have? We will have 1/3 into r is 1, so you'll have 1 all over 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4, minus 1 all over 1 plus 6 is 7. When r is equals to 1, that's what you get. When r is 2, the 1/3 is always there. You have 1 all over r plus 5 minus 1 all over r. Oh my God. When r is 2, you have 1 all over 5 minus 1 all over. When r is 2, 8. When r is 3, 1 all over 3 into 1 all over 6, 3 plus 3 is 6, minus 3 plus 6, 1 all over 9. We are not seeing any pattern yet to cancel nothing. So we keep going. This is the method of differences. That's what you do. So R4, until we see a pattern, then we'll stop. When R is 4, you have 1 all over 3 into 1 divided by, when R is 4, you get 1 all over 7. Minus R is 4, you get 1 all over 10. Something showed up. 1 all over 7, minus 1 all over 7. Now we see something that can cancel each other. But when did that happen? It happened after 1, 2, 3. In total, 4 steps before we get a cancellation. So that's to say, there's 3 values here. In that case, we'll assume that the next numbers that should come will start to cancel each other after this point here. Let me see the time. Maybe this is getting too long. I would have done up to 20 so that you can see the bigger picture. But I don't want to make the video to be long. Now it's 15 minutes. So what that tells you, it tells you that 1, 2, 3. The first 3 terms here will cancel. The first 3, 1, 2, 3. The first 3 terms, there is no cancellation until you reach the first term. That tells you that the last 3 terms, again, will behave the same way. They will not cancel. Right? The last 3 terms. If you want to go R4, R4 is 1 all over 3 into 1 all over 8 minus 1 all over 11. Can you see now? 1, 8 and 1, 8. This will keep happening now. The next one will get 1, 9 and 1, 9. This will keep happening until we meet the last 3 terms, which will not cancel with each other. Right? And then the last 3 terms will be, what are they? We are going up to 20. So the last 3 terms, 20, 19, 18. So these 3 terms, that will not cancel. So when R is 18, that's what we are going to do now. When R is 18, you get 1 all over 3 into 1 over 18 plus 3. 18 plus 3, 21. So you get 1 all over 21 minus 18 plus 6, 22, 24, yeah? 24. 1 all over 24. When R is 19, 1/3 into 1 all over 19 plus 3, 21, yeah? Huh? 19, 22. 1 all over 22 minus 19 plus 6, 25. 1 all over 25. So R20, 1 all over 3, this is 1 all over 23, minus 1 all over 20, R20, 1 all over 26. So this is what you get for the last 3 terms. These terms are not going to cancel as it behaves here until we meet the 3rd term before we see a cancellation. The 7 will cancel the 7. And after that, it will continue cancelling until again you meet the last 3 terms. I will make a different video to solve just this problem. I will list everything from 1 to 20 so that you will see the bigger picture. Yeah? So what do we have now here? This summation now is telling us that we are having this summation now. Yeah? We are having 1 all over 3. Let's put it. You have, as I said, this will cancel this one. Yeah? And everything here, this will cancel this. This will cancel something. This again will cancel something. This again will cancel something until you meet the last 3. So 1/4, 1/5, 1/6, they will remain. So you're having 1/4 plus 1/5 plus 1/6. Then you come to these ones. Yeah? These ones here. Something will cancel. You can see this area is going to cancel. This will cancel, this will cancel, this will cancel. So now you'll have minus 1 all over 24 minus 1 all over 25 minus 1 all over 26. Because of the video is too long, use your calculator to compute that one, and your final answer will be 0.1655. 0.1655. So 4 decimal place. This is what you get. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.